Moving on to tutorial 2, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to run tutorial 1. As you may recall, tutorial 1 had a fire team walking down the street of McKenna Mount site where we had two OP4 agents on the second floor of this building firing at our fire team. We can watch it in 3D real quick, and let's just run it. You can see the fire team walking down the street. They spot each other, they start shooting. Looks like the red agents are finally shooting back. Let's just switch to ground floor view. And we can see that we have one OP4 agent dead, one blue agent dead, and currently the blue agents are fighting the red agents. We'll speed this up. And because this red agent cannot see these two blue agents, they cannot engage, and they cannot engage him. So the scenario is basically complete. I'm going to hit stop. And what we can do now is we can do some analysis. We can do output analysis. So we click on the Launch Output Analysis tool, and we select the most recent run. And we will see a window pop up that looks something like this. So the Agent Behavior tab, which we have right here, is actually very interesting because it shows every single step, every single thing that happens in the scenario. So this is incredibly useful for troubleshooting. However, for our analysis, we're not going to be looking at this for this tutorial. So I'm just going to hit that red button, erase it, hit the red button again, erase it. So I'm now going to create a new output analysis, and by clicking on the green circle, I'm going to go with Agent Death. So if I click that and hit run, it'll show me each of our agents and what killed them, primarily a 5.56 ball. What we don't have on here is who killed them, and looking at numbers, and a lot of times what we're concerned about is the number of blue and red KIA. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove everything that's on here except for scenario name. We're going to add an agent, unit, force. So now what this will show us is the number of blue agents and the number of red agents that died in this scenario. So as we just saw, we had 2 dead blue agents and 1 red agent. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to do File, Save As, and I'm just going to call this A1 number of casualties. I'm now going to close out of this, hit OK, create a new analysis, and we're going to look at an output analysis to determine if the OP4 are neutralized. So again, we're going to do Agent Death. We're going to name this A2 OP4 neutralized. And I'm going to do something similar to before. I'm going to remove a number of these items. And I'm also going to add in agent, unit, force. And I'm going to accidentally erase time. I'll put that back in, move that up. So I'm going to hit run analysis. And this shows me the time that each of my agents are killed. What I really care about is only my red agents, so I can filter them down. So if I click on agent unit force, go over here to filter, equals, add, equals red, and click run analysis. It's only going to show me when my red agents are killed at what time. So I'm going to go ahead and save as. I'm going to call this A2 OP4 neutralized. Now I'm going to create a third one. I'm going to look at how many shots were fired. So from the drop-down menu, I'm going to select Equipment, weapon fire. If you hit run analysis, it'll show you pretty much every single time any of our agents is shooting. So a lot of data, a lot of things we don't really need. So we're going to get rid of pretty much everything except for scenario name and run. So if I hit run analysis, it shows me that 111 shots were fired. But I really want to see who was firing, like how many blue shots versus red shots. So I can go to firing agent, unit, force, and add that to my output analysis. I can now see that I had 69 blue shots and 42 red shots fired. I'm going to save this as A3 total shots fired. And now I can exit out of output analysis, and that concludes tutorial 2. However, we're going to use those output analysis tools going forward into tutorial 3 and tutorial 4.